This is
Stone Monkey Radio.
Hi, I'm Lucy Trips with a special appeal on behalf of Stone Monkey Radio. Every year at this time, millions of vulnerable individuals are stripped and forced out into the streets. This is Lisa and her son Deacon. 6 weeks ago they were taken from their home and held prisoner. During this time they were tortured and humiliated, and yesterday they were abandoned by these bins. Sadly, shortly after we began filming here, Lisa died from shock, and now Deacon must make his way alone. Tamsin and Ethel were found huddled together by a bus shelter, frozen solid by the bitter January weather. Every year in Europe, between 50 and 60 million Christmas trees are abandoned in the streets, cold and frightened after their treatment over the festive period. But you can help improve the lives of these poor abandoned trees. Give just £2 a month and we can make a difference. Together we can turn their lives around. Together we can bring hope to the hopeless and cash to the needy. Remember, a tree is for life, not just for Christmas. Thanks for listening. Now it's over to Invisible Bob with the weather.
Hello, this is Invisible Bob. The country was brought to its knees this week as tiny white terrorists flurried across the land, breaking down travel networks, rendering the roads unusable, and imprisoning people in their homes. Some of these creatures joined together to form fearsome warriors dubbed snowmen. Our only weapon against them, salt and hairdryers. The Met Office advised people to stay in their homes and not to attempt to fight this menace alone. Tonight it's expected that it will rain more of these tiny terrorists most of the night. Tomorrow will be apocalyptic, turning sunny in the afternoon with a chance of Brillo pads. Back to the studio.
Hey boss, I think there's one of them snowmen over there. Do you see it?
I think you're right. Fucking leg it.
Hello, good evening and welcome to Stone Monkey Radio Live News. I'm Sally Marifat, Stone Monkey Radio's first transgender news reporter. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. It's fantastic. My tits are made of plastic. More on that later. But first, Jesus wants you for a sunbeam, but Satan's now offering stock options. Yes, that's right. The Prince of Darkness, in a final bid to get those last few good souls, is offering shares in hell. Apparently they're worth an absolute fortune, but the offer is not available to existing customers. A duck has been arrested for a series of brutal shootings in the Sheffield area. Terry the duck, who can't be named for legal reasons, is talking to the police with the aid of an interpreter, as he only speaks Danish. Have you ever found yourself in the outside world surrounded by chavs, trendies and unwed teenage mothers? Well, fear not, Dorothy, you're not in Kansas. It turns out that the phenomenon of the British redneck is just getting bigger and bigger, and frankly, there's nothing you can do about it. And it's official, Nick Griffin is still... Breaking news from Aaron Soupmasher, who is currently tripping his tits off. The adventurous purple swallow has viciously glued me to the sofa with small licorice papers. I am deep into the world of frogs and elephants. Return at this point would be erroneous and damaging for mice in general. Resemble a medium-wiped goat. More on that as the story breaks. Now here is a word from our sponsors.
Do you find yourself surrounded by chaz tradies and unwed teenage mothers? Well, now there's something you can do about it. Come on down to World of Chainsaws. Get the latest in personal vengeance devices. Hack, cleave, and grind your way through all that annoy you. World of Chainsaws. We put the contented sight in psycho. Have you had a stupid accident that was no one's fault? If anyone, it was probably your own fault. Due to an overdose of American television, you reckon you need compensating for. That's right. Call Ridiculous Claims Direct.
I was sellotaped to a badger and fired into the sun.
I was abducted by space chickens, took me up in their spaceship and replaced my kidneys with sponge cake.
I went to Gloucester, filling a puddle right up to my middle. Never going there again. I was fairly elected in 2001.
That's Ridiculous Claims Direct. Call now and one of our trained advisors will pretend to give a shit.
And now it's over to Mystic Mandy with the horoscopes. Hi, I'm Mystic Mandy Wise here with the horoscopes, you know. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Libra!
Today will be kind of weird, you know, because all that ketamine you had over the weekend will backfire on you horribly. You will wet yourself when you sneeze. Scorpio! Today you are going to meet a tall, leggy blonde who will give you lots of cheap speed and kinky sex. It could be the start of something wonderful. Sagittarius! You seriously need to get that rash looked at, cause frankly, you have a risk of losing more than just your significant other if you don't get it looked at. Meh. Capricorn, you are lazy and fat and ugly and nobody loves you. Why don't you just buy yourself a big bag of wheat and a subscription to World of Warcraft just to cheer yourself up and distract yourself from the misery of your life? Aquarius, this morning you are going to lose a glove and an ear. Why don't you buy yourself some nice pink cake to cheer yourself up this afternoon? Pisces! With half the stars in your star sign going supernova this week, you might think you are in for quite a lot of upheaval. But unfortunately, your star sign is now made up of just 2 fish heads and is starting to smell like your face. Bah, Aries! Hyper-intelligent space buddies are going to take up residence in your brain today. Don't worry, they're actually rather friendly, and frankly, they're going to help you pick next week's winning lottery numbers. Taurus! Today will be like crazy weird, you know? They will be bright and sparkly and wonderful, and this afternoon you'll be visited by like an invisible unicorn, yeah? But just because you can't see it does not mean you should not give it a little stroke and feed it some nice candy-colored sprinkles. Gemini, the fruit abides today, because you can do absolutely no wrong, thanks to the fact that the planets are all in alignment directly above your head, and people being followed around by giant fucking planets don't get fucked with. Cancer! You need to get off your ass and find yourself some loving, because frankly, if you don't, you're going to either seal up or it's going to drop off, whichever you are! Leo! Rawr. Today you will be savaged by a lion while having a messy poo. It will be most unfortunate because your body will not be found for weeks. Virgo. Yes, today might be the perfect day for sitting and having a nice hot comfortable bath and a big fat pifta. Unfortunately, every time you get settled, the phone will ring or the door will go. You've been targeted by a militant arm of the Jehovah's Witnesses. Punch somebody out. So that is all for today. Thank you very much and enjoy your horoscope. I hope it all goes wonderfully.
Now on Stone Monkey Radio, it's time for Marshmallow Theater. Last time on Marshmallow Theater.
What are we doing again? Kids, I have told you before, over and over. I still don't get it. Some people never will.
Whatever it was those scientists were doing here, I don't think we'll ever truly understand.
I think you're right, Sally. Let's get going. Maybe there's a sinister basement we could investigate. Look, stairs. I wonder where they lead.
Let's find out, shall we? Where do we go from here?
I think we should go that way.
Okay. Quit touching my ass.
Sorry. Meanwhile, elsewhere...
I do. Kiss! Yes, master.
How many times, Kiss? I'm your employer, not your master. You make it sound like some kind of weird S&M thing.
Oh, I like S&M. They do those puddings with the gooey middles.
No, Did you lock the creature securely away?
Creature? What creature?
The big thing with the scary eyes we've been working on for 6 months?
Oh no, I left him in a nice hot bath with some scented candles. He looked a bit tense. I thought he could do with some time to unwind.
Kiss is a genetically perfect, psychotic killing machine. It doesn't need a pampering day. It needs to be locked securely away.
Sorry.
Look, just find him before something happens.
What in the hell is that?
Looks like some kind of genetically perfect psychotic killing machine. What the... Gap!
Hey, that's kind of convenient.
Oh well, he was a bit of a gropey twat anyway.
Oh, the pain, the pain.
Take that, you son of a bitch! Kill my man, would you, my friend? That guy I was with, will you?
Well, I didn't think you liked him.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
Well, fair point. Excuse me now, dear. I think I'm about to die.
He seemed like a nice enough guy.
Hold it right there.
This is Monkey Radio.